habitat is dominated by the tree whose leaf appears on the Canadian flag, the sugar maple. This tree is so well adapted to growing on the soils left by the glacier on the park's western uplands that it often accounts for over 90% of the trees present. The sugar maple has a far-reaching influence over other living things in the forest. The yellow birch, for example, is another tree that grows here, but it is relatively scarce because the roots of its tiny seedlings cannot penetrate the thick layer of dead sugar maple leaves on the forest floor. This particular yellow birch got established only because the original seed happened to land on the exposed, rotting stump of a white pine taken by loggers many years ago. While they are still on the trees, the leaves of the sugar maple exert an even bigger influence. The summer shade they cast is silver blue. They grow in green plants is severely limited. In fact, some summer wildflowers of the hardwood forest don't even have the green chlorophyll that normally permits plants to capture the energy of sunlight and make food for themselves. This ghostly white Indian pipe, for example, couldn't use the energy of sunlight even if it were available, and gets around the sugar maple shade problem by drawing nourishment from a soil fungus that in turn gets its energy from the roots of nearby living trees. Many other plants and
it's not
animals
real,
live
but
in Algonquin's hardwood forests, but only
it's a real case, a scenario.
forest structure.
Golden eagle.
Sugar maple. We'll see and listen to a few of them now. Try to spot the source of each sound before we identify. The ovenbird is a warbler that spends most of its time on the forest floor, scratching out a layer of dead sugar maple leaves looking for insects and spiders. The rough grouse also
How much she
adventures upwards as well, looking for bugs, blossoms, seeds, and fruit.
wow.
It tastes food similar to that of the grouse.
Look, this female there, in the summer, 130 pounds, but by October she'll be 250 pounds. Eating larvae, but blueberry and acorn crops are more predominant on the east side of the park where the coniferous forest.
And corn crops, blueberries. Yeah. 65 kilograms.
But they get a lot bigger than that. That's an example of a female.
That's so cute. Yeah. Guys, look at this. Oh my. A 1-2 punch for mousse. Mousse. Mmm. Beautiful. Mousse gets sexy. How does a lake become a forest? Wow, so amazing. Ooh. Is there some more upstairs? That? There you go. Look at that. Why are rocks important to fish? Hello, hello everyone. Let's go upstairs. The canoe. What's out, guys? Ups!
See the beavers?
I know.
Okay.
Yeah. There's some more upstairs, so I'll go up.
Look, you said what are
Yeah,
these?
this one, the fish. The rock. Why are rocks important to fish? Yes.
What type of fish
There.
are these?
Yeah. Fish, I don't know what kind of fish is this.
They look
Guys.
speckled trout, maybe?
Yeah. Maybe. Look at
Kind of
you.
dumb they don't have a sign to tell you what kind of
Yeah.
fish they are. Probably
You
because
didn't-
they switch, eh? That looks like a speckled trout to me, just because of the coloring. I mean, they're pretty long and skinny. I would have thought trout would be a little bit thicker, but maybe not. Oh look, you go in here?
I don't know what's that inside.
Were you scared?
No.
Yes, you were.
Oh, I found you. Wow, what a nice.
Welcome to the bottom of Lake Opeongo. Although
Oh,
the plants and animals that live here may appear to exist independently of each other, each is actually part of a complex, interrelated food web. Energy from the sun is first captured by microscopic floating algae. These plants are eaten by tiny animals, which in turn fall prey to larger and larger animals as the sun's energy is passed up the food chain. Nothing goes to waste. There is even a specialized subchain based on the bodies of dead plants and animals that drift down to the
Wow.
lake bottom. The food web in a lake is very sensitive
what
to
of
changes.
animals?
Altering
White
one part
sucker.
can have drastic consequences for other organisms farther along the chain.
Right, round.
Here in Lake Opeongo, for example, man's introduction of smallmouth bass led to a fine new species for us
Smallmouth
to
bass.
catch, but
Good.
also to
Oh.
the virtual disappearance of the brook trout that was originally here.
Brook trout.
Our introduction of the cisco, or lake herring, led to
Lake
much
herring.
faster growth rates, but
Oh, this
also
one, the name
later
of that.
maturity in the lake trout.
The face outside.
That late maturity makes the lake trout very vulnerable to fishing pressure from us humans, and that is why the catch limit for lake trout is set so low, 2 per day. Nevertheless, despite these changes and pressures, Algonquin Park lakes are exceptional in Ontario for being in relatively pristine condition,
Welcome to the
where the
bottom of
original
an
food
lake.
chains are preserved mostly intact in all their intricate complexity.
Okay, let's go to the other side. Up, 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 up. There's some more upstairs. Oops.
Look,
Wow!
see ya.
Oh, Indian. There you go. Hello, hello, hello. Wow. Look at this. So nice to look. Hmm. The park and us. The first people. Okay, this is very interesting. See? Oh, 9,000 years, including the Algonquin nation that champlained along the Ottawa River and some of its terrace in the early 16th. See, guys. The sound of buses.
See what I mean about how
Yeah,
they-
the Son
they make
Lumber
it in
takes
square?
over. Yeah, yeah.
You gotta take your time and read it. You gotta
But
wanna
I
spend
just
the time. It's
how
a
did
big
like
story.
affect a little bit? Farms and villages in with the advance of logging into the Algonquin highlands came the needs of feed hungry men and horses. Here and there, the companies cleared the farm basic crops, and by the 1890s, a few families of hardly settled, growing food for themselves and the neighboring clans. Feeding the men and the horses. By 1867, 6 logging companies, both farms were operating on the Petawawa River.
So this guy got killed by a bear in 1881.
20 years.
Huh?
I don't know. I'm just reading this one.
1881. 20 years they
And
had a farm. 600
operated
acres.
for 20 years. Potatoes and high wines. Oh, look at those. They cut it.
He sold the farm for $2,500. In 1880.
What?
Yeah, in 1880, that was huge, huge money.
25 cents a head. What's that?
See about what I was saying about how they cleared it?
Yeah.
They took all the
That's-
trees. Like almost all the trees.
No
they
more,
took
like
all the
this,
big ones,
yeah.
right? Like it's quite
the-
a story if you read it. If you
Yeah,
want
that's
to
this
sit down and
one.
watch a movie about it. It was huge.
I just read now this.
Huge amount of trees came down. And people worked so hard and they died on the job. Very, very difficult. No fish.
Oh, this is the way they made the train, the rail train before. Wow. Algonquin Park. See the train. The old days. Okay, islands of luxury. Ooh. watching the world go by in 1910. Mhm. A piece of heaven. Gracious memories, healthy bodies, healthy minds. That's Thompson. Ayan. Ang lumang telepon. There you go. That's the end. Okay guys, thank you for watching. Stay safe, stay safe. Okay. It's nice. Beautiful, beautiful, fantastic, fantastic.